Hi, I'm Jenny from Life Cycle Physio. Today we're going to be looking at a series of side-lying exercises for your buttock area, so the gluteal muscles. So these exercises should give you a nice burn in that side of the buttock area so you feel like you've really worked. For these exercises today we're going to be using a chi ball. These are sometimes called different things in different areas of the world, but chi balls in South Australia, or sometimes you might see them called overballs, although overballs are often a little bigger. If you don't have something like this, you could use a small cushion or a rolled towel. So coming to lie on your side with a pillow, we'll put the ball in between the ankles and just using your pillow to support your head. You want to make sure that you're in a good position on your side, so your hips should be evenly stacked, your shoulders evenly stacked, and you shouldn't feel like you're rolling your body forward or back, so you're in good alignment. Those two bones at the front of the pelvis should be facing forward. The legs are also evenly stacked with the hips, knees and ankles all in alignment. To make it easier with these exercises, you can put a hand in front of you on the mat, or you can put your hand up on your waist to make it a little harder. For today, I'm going to be putting my hand on the mat in front of me. So we're going to start with an exercise called a clam level 1. With this exercise, I'll get you to gently engage through your pelvic floor and deep tummy, and we're going to be turning out this top leg. So rotating outwards from the hip and then back together. And notice I'm keeping that ball in between my ankles and just rotating out only through the hip joint, not twisting back through the whole pelvis. If you imagine that you had beams of light shining out of these two pelvic bones, those two beams of light would stay shining forward and not start to rotate up towards the ceiling. So we're going to do about 10 of those clams, so outward turning on the breath out and down on the breath in. And you should be starting to feel that working in the outer buttock muscles. Sometimes if you're not feeling that in that area, you may need to just slide your legs forward or backward a little bit until you can feel the right area working. So you should feel it right up in the side of your buttock there, not down through your leg, not through the inner thigh, not down in the calf area. So let's do 2 more of those. Breath out on the rotation outwards and breath in to come back in. Last one, and then we're going to bring the knees back together, and keeping the knees and ankles together, let's change this to a little movement where we turn inward slightly with the top leg, and we're lifting both ankles up off the floor and then taking those ankles back down to the floor again. Breathing out as you take the ankles upward and breathing in to lower back down. Exhaling up and inhaling to lower. So the top leg is actually turning inward, the bottom leg's actually turning slightly outward, so we're actually now working both buttock muscles here. You should be able to feel this in both buttocks. Getting that burn by now. So let's do 2 more of those. Keeping the ankles and knees together. And on the last one, we're going to keep those ankles up off the floor and make sure that there was a little coffee table underneath your ankles holding them in place. And we're going to a level 2 clam now. So same as the first movement where we're just rotating that top leg out, but the bottom leg is now staying with the ankle lifted. Again, be careful that the pelvis doesn't turn inwards. So those 2 bones at the front still shining forward. Breath out on the turn outward and breath into lower. So this should be definitely getting that burn in the top of the buttock on that top leg. And let's do 3 more there. You don't have to necessarily turn that leg out too far. And on the final one, we're going to keep that rotation outward through the leg, keeping the ball between your ankles. Let's now slide those legs out away from you, so the legs end up in a straight line with the body, and the bottom leg is lifted up off the floor. And then we're going to bend back through the hips and knees to come back to your turn out position. Breath out on the slide away, and breath in to slide those legs back in. And we'll do that once more. And then closing the knees back together, lower your ankles back down, and that's the end of the exercise series. Should be able to feel that burning in your body and then you can change to the other side and repeat those exercises again. Thank you.